So I am back on YouTube and TikTok. Been off for about probably 3 or 4 months. Been a crazy few months. December the 15th I had a hip replacement and I've been suffering for years with it, and I do believe we can heal ourselves, but for some reason I went on vacation a year ago and I couldn't walk along the beach, so it got to the point where I thought I'm going to have it done, because I've been trying for years and I do believe it's possible, but for some reason I couldn't, so I had it done, and it's incredible. So not long after I had my hip replacement, I got a terrible rash on my back. I went through, it's a horrible time, because it's hard when you've had a hip replacement anyway to sleep, and then I got this rash, well actually all over my body. I don't know if it was the when they put me under the surgery, I've got no idea, but it's good now. But then about 6 weeks after that we had to move home. So it's been a crazy 4 months, but I'm back. And I have a saying that things don't happen to you, they happen for you. So we went from one house to my dream home with me and my partner and our family. And but it's still stressful when you move, you probably know that. And you look to the outside world and it looks like it's going crazy, but I've spoke about this before, but science has truly proven that your inner state is reflected back to you. The universe is like a mirror. So I personally really got into understanding this. So every judgment you're making to anyone about anything, it's a bit of a reflection of yourself. So can we stop judging? Can we practice? I think it takes practice. Practice not judging anyone or anything, and be the change you want to see in the world, because I believe that when we make these decisions, when we have gratitude, like as I say for the house, when we had to move house, I thought, well, it's not happening to me, it's happening for me, and sure enough it did. But that's just one little example of when things happen, realize that they're happening for you, and it changes your energy, it changes your frequency, and it changes what you're going to attract more in your life, and it changes circumstances, it changes the type of people who come into your life. And the more you do it, the more you practice that, and the more you practice presence, self-awareness. So think about what you're thinking about, because it's all changing your frequency. And there's a big talk about the shift that's happening on the planet, and I truly believe it really is happening. But more and more people are waking up, and we're stepping into our Christ consciousness. And I think it's what Jesus come to teach, and that's when he said, I'll be back. I believe Christ consciousness is back, and there's millions of people on planet Earth realizing that we are all part of the divine. We're all a spark of that divine creative energy, and we can tap into that energy. And when you start to tap in, it's not you want more stuff. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and what's that? Seeking God or that divine essence, and everything else will be added onto you. And when you start to understand that, it's not you need stuff, it just comes into your life. And the more you're grateful for things, the more good things come into your life to be grateful for. So anyway, I'm glad I'm back, and I look forward to doing more videos. Drop me a line, tell me how you're doing, and subscribe to me if you haven't already. Take care, my friend.